Hi everyone, you're welcome to yet another video in this 30-day job challenge with Job Network Nigeria. In this particular video, we'll be talking everything cover letters. I know you already know what a cover letter is, and I know you've been using cover letters already in your job application. But what many of you do not know is that your CV just shows your qualifications, but it is actually your cover letter that tells the recruiter why they should employ you. So you have to get your cover letter right. It is of the essence. However, many of you are making a lot of mistakes in your cover letter. So I'm going to talk about these mistakes so that if you're already making them, you'd be aware of them and possibly stop making these mistakes in your cover letter. So these are the mistakes that you're possibly making in your cover letter. First mistake is your cover letter is too long. There is no reason whatsoever why your cover letter should be more than 1 page, no matter the number of your qualifications. Second reason is that your cover letter is too generic. Like you literally copy and paste the same cover letter for every job. The same way you tailor your CV to match different job descriptions, you should also tailor your cover letter to match the job as well. You should never use the same cover letter for more than one job. The third mistake you're making is the fact that you're not showing numbers in your cover letter. The same way you need to use metrics in your CV to point out your achievements, the same way you have to also use metrics in your cover letter as well. Number 4 mistake that you're making is the fact that you're not showing enthusiasm for the company. Maybe you're applying to Job Network Nigeria, for instance, and you're just talking about why you want to apply for that particular role without talking about why you want to work for that particular company. You should also talk about the company because it shows that you've done your research about the organization. So it is very important that you show enthusiasm for the organization, not just for the role alone. Now, the fifth and the final mistake that you're making is repeating your CV word for word. Many of you just copy your CV and dump it in your cover letter. The recruiter will still read your CV. So there is no need for you to put the exact same thing in your cover letter. There should be a difference between your cover letter, the content. There should be a difference between the content in your cover letter and the content in your CV. Okay, so those are the mistakes that you're making in your cover letter. Now let's talk about what your cover letter is actually supposed to look like. Your cover letter is supposed to have 4 structures, which is the heading, the greeting, the body, and the closing. Now the header is the beginning of your cover letter. It should carry your name and the employer's name and details. After that is the greeting. And always make sure that you don't use generic greetings like hello recruiter or dear recruiter or to whom it may concern or dear hiring manager. That does not make sense. It is always important that you go the extra mile to find out the name of the recruiter and use their name when addressing them in your cover letter. So after the greeting is the body. Now the body is further divided into 3 segments, or let's just say 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph should talk about who you are and why you're applying for the role. Something like, I am an accountant with 3 years of experience and I'm applying for the position of an accountant in your organization, for example. Now, the second paragraph talks about your skills and your achievements. So you go on to talk about, I am skilled in so, I'm skilled in that, and in the course of my job, I've been able to achieve this, that. That is where you bring in the metrics, the numbers. You've been able to achieve this, you add the metrics for it to quantify your achievements. And then the third and final part of the cover letter is why you want to work for the organization. This is where you show that you've done your research on the organization. You've looked them up on social media, on LinkedIn, you've done a Google search, you know their mission statements, their values, their goal, and then you align yourself to these mission statements, to this value, to this goal, and tell them why you think you're a perfect fit, not just for the role, but also for their organization. And then the final part of your cover letter is the closing. It is the closing that you end it, you thank them for the opportunity, you reaffirm your interest in the position, and then you add a CTA, a call to action. Something like, I'd look forward to the opportunity to discuss this further. And always ensure that you show enthusiasm and excitement for the role. Make sure that your cover letter is not dry. Put yourself in the position of the recruiter. If you're the one reading it, would you give yourself an opportunity to interview? That being said, I'll see you in the next one.